Hey, what's going on, guys? Double One Eight Set Shadow here. So, before I get to today's Market Watch, I do want to remind everyone I will be streaming later tonight at 7 p.m. CST Central Time, cracking open half a case of Set 1 for anyone who is interested to see what I get. I cracked open half of it already and was able. Basically, I got a whole case, so I only have half the case left to go through, and I already pulled two ultimates. So, by ratio, I should get one more ultimate and two leader cards on stream. We'll see what happens. But that's the expectation going in. We'll see how it goes. But getting into today's Market Watch, we're going to start with one of the products. The Runecraft deck, Mysteries of Conjuration, is $30. Well, almost 31 with a $10 shipping tag. And players have been buying this deck at close to $30 and even over it recently. I'm not too surprised on that given the exclusives that are in this, especially when you consider that Insight and the Penguin Wizard and Demon Flame Mage, which are all played pretty commonly, are all in here as well. And if you want 3 copies of each, right now Insight is $650, which almost makes it the equivalent of buying the deck plus all the other extra exclusives and your leader card too, which you can only get the leader cards through the starter decks or by pulling one of the big leader cards through your packs, which is 2 per case. That's not great odds, so opting to go for at least the starter deck is probably the best, but you can always buy the individuals if they're $1 to $2 a piece, which most of them are, but not all of them. The next card I want to go over is Cerberus, which currently has a drop on its base form at about $16 compared to $20.25 where it was at before. And when you take a look at the others, like the Evo of the Legendary, it jumps between like 8 to 12, currently has a base listing of 10. And then the Super Legendaries are pretty good in price right now. We're looking at about 33 for the base form and about 19 for the evolved version. Gem Staff Commander is really up in value right now. It was $3 for a little while, but players are starting to buy this at 5. I mentioned in the last Market Watch, Swordcraft is just getting more and more popular and more expensive as we go along. It is one of the cheaper big decks to beat in this current meta. Between this and Dragon and I think Rune are probably considered among the top, but then you also have Abyss with Rush, which is just as capable as the Rush Sword variant. And then Haven and Forest are there, but I think Forest tends to get played the least overall, while Haven may see play here and there, but overall, those two are likely the least likely to see decks in the format. Elfchild May, I do want to cover the foil of this one, the premium version, where it's $9 base listing right now, and it has been bought a few times over $5. So if you're looking for the premium version of this, it is hard to find under $5 at this point. Hopefully we'll see a few more listings as time passes, but you may have to wait if you're trying to max rarity Forest. Moon El Mirage is one of the low-end legendaries for Haven, but it's still a pretty good card overall. Ultimately, though, if you want to pick this up, it's $1 right now for the base legendary, and then for the super legendary, it's picking up a little bit in value, but hasn't sold recently. And by recently, I mean it's 3 days since the last one sold, and we're looking at about $7 to $8 for this card now. But Novice Trooper, which I covered on Monday, I have to cover it again because it's only got one regular listing at $3 per copy, while you have 25 and 49-cent copies available, but they have $4 and $5 shipping tags respectively, so just keep that in mind. It just shot up really hard. Jeanne d'Arc, the ultimate rare of this card, I noted how this had the least amount of listings among the ultimates, and it's still one of the hardest ones to pick up. But it's about $100 at this point before it really gets up to $120 and $140, and it has been selling for that for as high as 100, and I've seen a few 120 sell, but yeah, it's tough to get. Moving on to promos, Elven Princess Mage from the Tournament Pack promos is out of stock. Last sold was 10, and then we've got $5 copies that sold just before that, so yeah, we're going to have to hope a few more of those come onto market. Floral Fencer, which is one of the box toppers for set 1. The promo of this has been dropping pretty hard and is now available for $2 to $3, so not a bad pickup if you're still looking to max rarity sword. And Fate's Hand, which is currently $3.30. This box topper has a market price of almost $4, so it's a little bit lower, but we have a lot of listings available in the 330s at this point. Not bad. All the overall promos from set 1 seem to be staying under the $5 mark, which is good now. Thank you guys for watching today. I know it was a rather short market watch, but I'm also a little crunched on time, so I can't talk as much. But if you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.